Have you ever wondered why countries can't just get along? Well, they've actually figured it out. It's called a condominium. Instead of fighting over territory, they can choose to share it as a condominium. But unfortunately, sharing can sometimes be the antithesis of caring. To see how, let's compare two of the world's most notable, Pheasant Island and Abyei. Pheasant Island has been a shared territory of France and Spain since 1901. Although it's a shared territory, it's really a time-shared territory, since it's French from January 1st until August 1st, when it becomes Spanish for the rest of the year. This 8,000 square meter uninhabited island in the Bisadoa River is a far cry from the Abyei area with its 250,000 inhabitants in an area the size of Belgium. It has been a condominium of Sudan and South Sudan since the Comprehensive Peace Agreement of 2005. Like many condominiums, it was only meant to be temporary. Sudan and South Sudan were ready to stop the war, but not quite ready to decide what happened to Abyei specifically. And so they agreed that they would sign a peace treaty, and once the conflict died down, a referendum would be held, allowing the people of Abyei to decide which Sudan they wanted to become a part of. But in part because Sudan and South Sudan have been in constant political and economic turmoil in the 2 decades since, no referendum has ever been held. In most territorial disputes, one country claims ownership over something that another country controls. Condominiums, on the other hand, allow both sides to keep their claim over a territory without either side getting complete control of it. In the case of Pheasant Island, though, France and Spain purposefully and permanently made it a condominium as a sign of cooperation and friendship. There aren't any real geopolitical implications of this, it's just a novelty gesture. There's a great deal of confusion about Abyei, though. Like, what country do the people there actually live in? What passport can they use? Who even runs the government? It wasn't until 2015 that official travel documents were available to the people there. The neglect of Abyei extends unsurprisingly to social services, making the region incredibly impoverished even by Sudanese and South Sudanese standards. Because Abyei is a condominium, neither side wants to invest in it for fear that anything they do will just end up benefiting the other side. And this was by no means unexpected. When Sudan and South Sudan agreed to make it a condominium, they also pledged to contribute 50 and 25% respectively of profits from oil produced in Abyei to Abyei. Since 2010, the region has produced an estimated 150,000 barrels of oil a day, totaling billions of dollars, only a trickle of which has actually reached the people of Abyei. As a condominium, they have very little influence, and if both countries decide to ignore them, well, who can they ask for help?